Joint Operations Center, located within a fenced, secure compound on Price Barracks, will serve a critical intelligence and operations function. It is the result of over 2 years of teamwork and partnership between the B.D.F. and the governments of Belize, Canada, and the U.S.
The primary purpose of the JOC is the exercise of operational command and control. The JOC will enable operators to plan and execute maritime interception. The JOC will also help the Belize Defense Forces to determine and prioritize operational priority intelligence requirements, collect and share operational information, interpret operational information, and integrate all other tasks performed by the agencies of the Ministry of National Security.
The JOC, of course, is built and provided this handsome building by the U.S. government and the Southern Command, and it's an excellent job and beautiful work you've done here. I compliment you on that, and I'm pleased that Canada was able to participate as well by providing some of the internal functioning apparatus and infrastructure through providing information technology equipment, furniture, servers, computers, video conferencing technologies, and others that will enable the communications between agencies and other supporting allies, perhaps governments like Canada and the U.S., in supporting Belize's efforts to respond to the forces that you face every day in this region. So count on Canada to continue to work with Belize and the U.S. and ensuring to optimize our cooperation in existing exercises so that we can get this center up and running to its fullest capability as soon as possible.
The JOC will be fully manned by personnel from the B.D.F., the Coast Guard, the Police Department, and other units. There is a fusion center in the works to integrate members of all law enforcement agencies in Belize. But in the absence of that, the JOC will serve the same purpose as a central operations base.
That fusion center will send information direct to this facility, to the Joint Operations Center. The Joint Operations Center's director will decide how the operation will be conducted based on intelligence information received. They, in turn, will execute the mission by sending information to the Joint Enforcement Team. This will be a team comprised of members of the Belize Defense Force, Belize Coast Guard, Immigration, or Customs Department. Depending on what the operations are, will be dependent on what law enforcement agency or military organization will be going towards the target on that operation. So if customs is necessary, customs officers will be on the operation. If immigration is necessary, they will be on the operation.
Coast Guard is going to have 8 people permanently attached or embedded in the JOC here in Price Barracks. Their duties range from battle captains to duty officers to clerks to signalers and to operations analysts. And then there's going to be one Coast Guard officer assigned as the Coast Guard liaison officer for maritime affairs or maritime operations. And so it's going to be a 2-year stint for the 8 of them. And besides that, we'll also have a team of Navy SEALs that forms a part of the Joint Enforcement Team that we spoke about earlier on, that are 24 hours standby to deploy for any special operation. The Joint Enforcement Teams will consist of a cross-section of forces, not only Coast Guard SEALs, but the BSAG and elements of the anti-drug unit. And depending on the nature of operations, we may have either the customs or the immigration along as well.
The officer selected to direct the JOC is Major Charlton Roches, a veteran soldier who has been in operations for a long time. He is confident that while there will be challenges, the benefits of working together will be great.
I have been working with these other agencies over that time period, and we've faced a number of challenges as it relates to reaction time, resources, because as you all know, we're already tight with cash as the security forces. So by having those individuals link from the respective departments, and to some extent some of the resources too as well, we should be able to reduce those challenges that we had prior.
Roches says the main challenge will be human nature, having highly trained personnel from different units working together in a closed space. But there are also other challenges. The JOC is a first of its kind in Belize and will be operated with extreme military precision and discretion. All staff will go through polygraph testing, and will be forced to maintain strict protocols of secrecy. It's all about taking law enforcement to an unprecedented level, which is critical, but not without hurdles.
Where more training is needed is in the staff function, where they have to run this facility. Now that they don't have any experience with. Thankfully, we have had some visits provided by Canada, by the US, and also by Colombia, where myself, the CEO, the Commandant Coast Guard, and the Director has visited all different facilities. We visited Joint Operations Center in the US, Joint Operations Center in Colombia, and we're about to visit some more next year to look at Fusion Center, how that is run. But the Director is fully aware how this facility is supposed to run and how it's supposed to execute its functions. Now what needs to happen is the training for the staff that will come in here, because we will have to integrate the members from the customs and immigration onto how a military operation is run.
According to Jones, both the US and Canadian governments have committed to offer training to staff at the JOC. Mike Rodon for News 5.